Today, we're counting down 12 R&B and soul songs from 1964 that shaped memories and changed history.
Someday I'll find me a woman.
And our number one pick is a track that still brings goosebumps every single time.
You got a smile so bright.
Oh, come back to me, darling, you'll see. Calling out around the world.
Number 12, Wishin' and Hopin' by Dionne Warwick.
Miss Dionne Warwick.
A tender reminder of soul's softer side. Released in 1964 on Scepter Records, Warwick was still carving her space in the music world.
Wishing and hoping and thinking and praying, planning.
Guided by the genius songwriting team of Burt Bacharach and Hal David. Unlike the storm of Motown's hits, this track whispered its magic with poise and grace.
Show him that you can, just for him. Do that.
Here's the twist. Though Warwick's version was the original, Dusty Springfield's cover turned it into an international smash.
Oh, you won't get him, thinking and praying.
But true fans remember Warwick's rendition. The elegant phrasing, the subtle ache in her voice, the promise of love lingering just out of reach. Picture it. Summer of '64, a young couple slow dancing in a living room, transistor radio glowing softly. This wasn't just a song, it was a soundtrack for countless first loves. Today, it remains one of Warwick's overlooked gems, a reminder of the artistry that quietly shaped R&B's golden era.
All you gotta do is hold him and kiss him and squeeze him and love him, yeah.
Number 11, It's All Right by The Impressions. A gospel-soaked groove that gave listeners both a reason to dance and a reason to believe. Released in late 1963 but dominating charts through '64, it marked Curtis Mayfield's gift for blending faith and rhythm into a message that stuck.
So many of us do. I'ma learn a song, make life your.
The song's simple reassurance, "It's all right, have a good time," wasn't just about romance. It was a salve during a turbulent moment in America.
When you wake up early in the morning, feel.
Imagine young folks at a Chicago sock hop, hand clapping, grinning, letting Mayfield's falsetto lift them out of worry, if only for a night. It's soul with uplift baked right in. Trivia? The track became the group's biggest hit to date, cementing their transition from gospel roots to R&B royalty. And in decades since, its feel-good groove has been covered by countless artists.
Someday I'll find me a woman.
Always carrying that same spark of hope. In 1964, it told the world the soul revolution was just getting started.
It's alright, have a good time, 'cause it's alright.
Number 10, That's How Strong My Love Is by Otis Redding. Released on Volt Records, part of the Mighty Stax family, this was Redding at his most vulnerable. Unlike the fiery stage presence that earned him the nickname Mr. Pitiful, here he poured himself into every line, turning longing into poetry. Here's the kicker. Otis wasn't the first to record it. O.V. Wright cut the original version, but Redding's delivery gave it eternal life. Imagine dim lights in a Memphis juke joint, cigarette smoke curling in the air, a couple swaying slowly as Otis confesses his devotion through the speakers. That moment, pure magic. Though it wasn't a huge chart smash, it became one of Redding's defining ballads, later covered by the Rolling Stones and Aretha Franklin. But nobody, absolutely nobody, could channel that aching blend of grit and tenderness quite like Otis in '64. 9. The Way You Do the Things You Do by The Temptations. Written by Smokey Robinson and Bobby Rogers, The song dropped in early 1964 on Motown's Gordy label, launching the Temps into stardom. The genius of this track? The playful lyrics, comparing love to sunshine, roses, and candy kisses, rapped in Eddie Kendrick's smooth falsetto.
You know you could have been a candle.
It wasn't just clever, it was irresistible. By summer, teenagers across the nation were spinning this 45, practicing their temptation walk in the mirror.
The way it smells so sweet. You know you could have been crazy.
Behind the scenes, Smokey knew the Temps needed a breakout, and this was it. It cracked the top 20 on the pop charts, proving that the group had crossover appeal. Later, it's remembered as the spark that lit the fuse for one of the greatest groups in soul history. And it all started with a little sweetness in 1964. Number 8, Every Little Bit Hurts by Brenda Holloway.
Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Brenda Holloway.
A Motown deep cut that deserves every ounce of recognition.
Take this loneliness you've given me.
Released on Tamla in '64, this ballad showcased Holloway's powerhouse voice, filled with raw ache far beyond her years.
Oh, come back to me, darling, you'll see.
Here's the twist. Holloway was only 17 when she recorded it. Yet her delivery carries the weight of a woman who's lived a lifetime of heartbreak. Picture a teenager in Los Angeles, lying on her bed, transistor radio pressed to her ear as Holloway cries out the pain of love gone wrong.
I can give you all the things that you wanted before.
It was real, relatable, and devastatingly beautiful. Though it wasn't as commercially successful as some of Motown's bigger hits, it became an enduring favorite among soul aficionados and has been covered by everyone from Alicia Keys to the Spencer Davis Group. Holloway may not have become a household name, but with this track, she carved a permanent place in soul's heart.
Every little tip hurts.
Number 7, People Get Ready by The Impressions.
Fantastic impressions, ladies and gentlemen.
A hymn disguised as a soul ballad. Released in late '64, this was Curtis Mayfield at his prophetic best, fusing gospel harmonies with civil rights urgency.
Get on road. All you need is faith.
Written during one of the most turbulent chapters in American history, the song used the metaphor of a train bound for glory, open to everyone who believed in justice. It wasn't a chart-topping pop hit, but in the black community, it was an anthem. Sung in marches, rallies, and church basements. Imagine standing in Selma or Chicago, arm in arm, voices rising together on Mayfield's words. The chills are undeniable. Rolling Stone would later rank it among the greatest songs of all time.
And when you can feel it deep down in your heart, you don't have to worry about it no more.
And its legacy lives on, covered by countless artists, from Bob Dylan to Rod Stewart. In 1964, People Get Ready was more than music. It was a movement. Number 6, You Really Got a Hold on Me by The Miracles.
Smokey Robinson and the Miracle.
Though first released in '62, it stayed strong through '64, carried by Smokey's irresistible mix of tenderness and ache. This was one of the tracks that proved Motown's sound had staying power beyond quick radio spins. The song's magic lies in its tension, the push-pull of loving someone you don't want to love. I don't like you, but I love you. A line that every broken-hearted listener felt deep in their bones. Imagine teenagers in '64 singing along in the back seat, knowing exactly what Smokey meant. fact. The Beatles loved it so much they covered it on their second album, introducing Motown soul to British rock fans. Decades later, it remains one of Smokey's crown jewels. If these classics from 1964 are stirring memories for you, give this video a thumbs up. It helps us keep the soul alive for future generations.
Come on, let's everybody sing the words of this song.
And don't go anywhere. We've still got 5 more unforgettable tracks ahead, including the number 1 that will send chills down your spine. Number 5, A Change Is Gonna Come by Sam Cooke. A song that transcended music to become an anthem, released in December 1964. It was Cooke's boldest statement.
Was born by the river.
Inspired by personal experiences with racism and the urgency of the civil rights movement. The story goes that Cooke, moved after hearing Bob Dylan's Blowin' in the Wind, decided he needed to write his own protest song. What he delivered was nothing short of divine, a sweeping orchestral ballad carried by his velvet voice.
It's been too hard living, but I'm afraid.
Picture hearing this for the first time on a quiet night in '64. The strings swell, Cooke sings. And suddenly you're not just listening, you're witnessing history. Tragically, Cooke was killed just days before its release, making the song both a farewell and a prophecy. To this day, it remains a pillar of American music, performed at countless moments of hope and mourning.
A change gonna come. Oh, yes it will.
Number 4, Under the Boardwalk by the Drifters.
Listen to it. When the sun is down and birds are talk.
Released in June 1964, it became one of their signature hits, painting a picture of seaside love with doo-wop harmonies and soul undertones.
Hey, we'll be everyone getting together under the boardwalk. Yeah, people walking the burn.
Behind the scenes, the recording was bittersweet. Just weeks before its release, lead singer Rudy Lewis tragically passed away. Johnny Moore stepped in on lead vocals, delivering the warm, iconic performance we know today.
Under the boardwalk, down by the sea.
Listeners could practically feel the sand beneath their feet, smell the salt air, and dream of that stolen kiss beneath the wooden planks. It wasn't just a song, it was an escape, bottled up in 45 RPM.
On a blanket with my baby, it's where I'll be.
Under the Boardwalk soared on the charts and remains a nostalgic staple for summer playlists. In 1964, it reminded America that even in tough times, love and joy could still be found in simple, beautiful places.
We'll be having some fun
Under the boardwalk.
Number 3, Baby Love by the Supremes. Mary Wilson and Florence Ballard into superstars. Released on Motown in the fall of '64, it was their second consecutive number 1 hit, solidifying their status as Motown's crown jewels. Written and produced by the powerhouse Holland Dozier Holland team, Baby Love had it all. A catchy hook, hand claps, foot stomps, and Diana Ross's yearning vocal front and center. It was teenage heartache distilled into 2.5 minutes of pop perfection. Picture a high school dance in 1964. The moment this record drops, the floor fills up, and every girl sings along with Diana's every word. By topping charts in both the US and the UK, Baby Love proved Motown wasn't just America's sound, it was the world's. And it marked the start of the Supremes' legendary run of number 1s. Number 2, Dancing in the Street by Martha and the Vandellas. Released in the summer of 1964, it wasn't just a call to party. It became an anthem of freedom and community. Written by Marvin Gaye, Mickey Stevenson, and Ivy Jo Hunter, it was originally conceived as a love song. But once Martha Reeves belted those opening lines, it transformed into something bigger. Cities like Chicago, Detroit, and New Orleans weren't just backdrops. They were invitations for everyone to come together. Of course, the song took on even deeper meaning during the Civil Rights Movement, with some interpreting it as a call to protest. Whether a street party or a march, dancing in the street was about unity.
Swing and swaying, and records playing, dancing in the street.
And that brass-heavy driving beat, irresistible. Today it's still impossible to hear it without wanting to move. But as powerful as this one is, our number one track takes soul to the heavens. Number 1, My Guy by Mary Wells.
And here with her first million seller, My Guy, is Miss Mary Wells.
Released in early 1964, this Motown gem written by Smokey Robinson became Mary's signature song and one of the label's biggest early triumphs.
There's nothing you can do, 'cause I'm stuck like glue to my guy.
The beauty of My Guy is in its simplicity. A playful, light-hearted declaration of loyalty wrapped in Wells's honey-smooth voice.
Be a movie star, but when it comes to being happy, we are, there's not a man.
In an era when Motown was still building its empire, this track soared to number 1 on both the R&B and pop charts, proving soul could conquer the mainstream. Trivia: the Beatles loved Mary Wells so much they invited her to tour with them in the UK. And this was the track that made her an international star.
Thank you very much. Right about now, I'd like to do my very first recording for you. I'd like to say, let's get together and swing. Yes!
Picture teenagers in '64, radios turned up, singing along word for word. Nothing you can do could make me untrue to my guy. It was catchy, heartfelt, and timeless. To this day, My Guy stands tall as one of Motown's purest treasures.
Nothing you could do, 'cause I'm stuck like glue to my guy.
From gospel-infused anthems to Motown perfection, 1964 gave us songs that still echo through every speaker today. These weren't just records. They were milestones, moments, and memories. Thanks for joining us on this Soul Stroll. If you loved this trip through 1964, make sure to subscribe so you never miss our next journey. And up next, the unforgettable soul hits of 1965. Click on the screen and let's keep the rhythm rolling.